Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Said It Show. Over 2,000 episodes since 2014, 500,000 streams around the world. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. Today, my guest is the founder and owner of Wholesale Nuts and Dried Fruit, the wonderful Matthew Barron. Hey, Matthew.
Thank you. So glad to be here, and let's take that half off and get it to 1 million.
Ooh, you guys heard it. He's putting it out into the universe. Go ahead, we're putting it out there, Matthew. We love all that energy.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can get there. Like with the speed of the internet, things take off.
Yeah.
You just need that one interview, that one, maybe I say something controversial, maybe I say something beneficial. People want to share it. You never know when something's going to just pop out.
You never know. We may have some Hollywood connections to talk about later on, Matthew. Who knows? We'll see.
We could have some full conversations about the diets of fantastically famous celebrities.
I love it. All right. So, Matthew, to start things off, what was the core mission that you had for Wholesale Nuts and Dried Fruit?
Let's go with about 9 years ago. I found out I was a diabetic. So I found out that sugar was the enemy. I remember the first time I went into a bar after learning that alcohol is all sugar, that there's really no difference between a beer and a scotch and the sugar you put in your coffee. And I just would look at the bar and just see bags of sugar instead of bottles of alcohol. And I'm like, well, that's no good, right? And so I started thinking, like, if I'm going to recover from being a diabetic and not have as much sugar in my diet, I'm going to have to move my career into something that is a benefit to my own diet. And then look at, like, trends, right? How many new diabetics there are every day. The trend of diabetes in Mexico is, literally insane. I think like half of the population is diabetic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's some crazy number, like a third to a half of the entire population is diabetic, and they just love soda, right? They just love, like, candy, and it's so part of the culture, and then, like, bread is so part of the culture, like white bread is such a part of the culture that, like, almost you can't get it out of the culture,
That's wild.
So, like, if you go and you order a plate of vegetables, good luck in Mexico. They'll be like, you mean you want a vegetable? It's like, no, I want a plate of vegetables. They're like, you think we have more than one vegetable?
Oh, boy.
Corn? Like, it's very curious. But, I'm down there, and they grow macadamia nuts and mango. So my business has brought me to Mexico for sure.
Yes.
And so, I love it down there, like the farms and the whole thing. My Spanish is terrible. I don't go to Mexico City. Like, I go like the back country,
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just one of those things where it's just a culture that needs so much help with their diet, right?
Yeah.
And Americans, we have so much food. We have such an abundance of food that's terrible for us. Right? They say in the supermarket, like 80% of it is just garbage, and then there's like 20% that is actually healthy.
Oh, yeah. That's accurate.
Yeah. Right? Don't they say to, like, hang out at the ends, like the edge of the aisles? Like, go around the edge of the building and not down the aisles, because that's where they keep all the junk, and it's like all the good stuff is on the edges.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You gotta watch that. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, so I just got really inspired, and I wanted to, my business started with nuts and dried fruit. Of course, people started giving me static for the dried fruit part. They're like, but that has sugar in it. I'm like, there's no way you're going to convince me that a dried piece of raw mango is going to be worse than a Snickers bar. Like, or grapes. Like, how many grapes is it going to be to equal a Snickers bar?
Exactly.
So I used to hear that all the time. I think people are getting smarter about it. But, certain cultures, certain religions, they believe in, like, having food preserved and ready, survivalists. My favorite customer is gluten-free survivalists.
I love that.
Because they're just buying boxes of food to keep in case things go sideways.
Yeah, I mean, especially now. But,
yeah.
That's a whole nother story there, Matthew.
So, that's a whole other, we could go down that path altogether, but really what it is I did it to serve myself and then to have like a mission with my business, right? Like something that is for the future, for kind of the evolving food system. And, the idea that like every year there's more and more vegans, every year there's more and more vegetarians, every year there's more people eating just raw food diets.
Yeah.
And I needed to become one of those people. And so the best way to do it was, to get in there, to meet the farmers and start the business. My business is essentially fresh nuts, dried fruit, and seeds.
Yes.
That is like what it's about, So not a lot of people get fresh quinoa or, fresh dried blueberries or fresh macadamia nuts. They're always, they always enjoy, a fresh product. So I barely ever get a return. I mean, the only time I get a return is when I do something wrong. A pistachio that should have been taken out of its shell is left in its shell, or something's roasted and salted and should have been. But that's rare. I mean, less than 1%.
That's pretty good, Matthew. That's pretty awesome.
I'm very happy about that. Like, I'm extremely happy that people are finding what they're looking for, being able to buy 25-pound boxes and getting exactly what they want.
Wow, 25-pound boxes. So people are getting, like, for real supplies of this stuff. Like, these are not, like, cutesy little 6-ounce bags.
Well, the way it started was in a 25-pound box, the farmers and the processors were interested in sending it out fresh. Right? So if it's a 25-pound box, they're like, yeah, we can take this off the top of a pallet and just send it right off. Because everything's kind of in 25-pound boxes. About 70% of what I do is in pounds, but there's the, stuff that comes from outside America. And so those things are in kilograms. So there's always like 2.5 pounds left over of things like laying around the warehouse. It's so funny. But that is like a size that is the optimal price and the optimal freshness. Like, it's so easy to just take it and just redirect it to a customer from e-commerce.
Yes. Now, what are some of the varieties that you all offer? Like, what are someone that's coming to your site for the first time ever today? Like, as they're listening to us now, they're searching the site. What are they going to see?
So the nuts are things that almost everyone has tried, right? Pecans, almonds, pecans coming from Georgia and Texas. Almonds are almost always coming from California. Then you've got more fringe things like Brazil nuts and pine nuts. You've got things like macadamia nuts that mostly come from Mexico, sometimes Kenya, right? They don't as much come from Hawaii anymore, like you would think that macadamia nuts used to. And really, we just send out the freshest food possible. Like, that's really the mandate, is the freshest food possible. Then there's pistachios, another California product. And then you're talking about dried fruit. So it's raisins, it's dates and figs. The figs, black mission figs come from Turkey, and Calamurna figs come from California. That's why the name is Calamurna. You have things like dried papaya, dried pineapple, different kinds of varieties, right? So I'm not afraid of taking on something new as long as people are looking for it.
Yes, that sounds amazing. I don't think I've ever had a dried papaya. I've had papaya just straight off, and it's sometimes it can be a task to clean it and do all of that.
Most people love the dried blueberries because they've never had a fresh dried blueberry.
I don't think
they only get that little nub blueberry that comes in oatmeal.
Yeah.
The really old dehydrated, so it's the skin kind of a thing, but never like a plump dried blueberry.
The only the only time I think that I've had somewhat of an experience with a dried blueberry is I was a flight attendant, and they had the little baggies of the chocolate covered berries, and they would be in there, and they would be amazing because they're wrapped in sugar and and cocoa and everything else. But I don't think that I've really ever had a dried blueberry to really, because I love blueberries. I put it in my smoothies when I'm making pancakes and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever had.
I have blueberries every day. I mean, I am diehard for walnuts and blueberries, and I sell both those things. So it's by design. If you have a hand of walnuts and a handful of blueberries every day, you can only be so unhealthy. I guarantee, I'm not a medical doctor, but if you start off with just a handful of walnuts and a handful of blueberries, you're doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good in life. Okay, all right. I think you're converting me here, Matthew. I'm already vegetarian, so I don't eat meats. I don't eat the red meats and stuff, but I have been trying to balance and just really watch what I've been consuming and, looking at labels a lot more intently. And
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
Just really being able to just be in charge of what it is that I'm consuming and what I'm eating. So I definitely have to check you guys out. That's not even in question.
I mean, most of my stuff is completely raw, which means there's no
preservatives and all that
anything,
stuff.
Right? There's no roasting, there's no anything, right? The nuts are mostly raw. The final category, what I sell, is seeds. So that's quinoa, chia, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds.
Okay, cool beans.
And so that is just when people start eating that, when people start putting chia in their smoothies, they don't stop. When I get a customer that gets a 25-pound box for whatever it is, $48 or something, I just got them.
Oh wow, that is amazing. Now,
start putting in with your breakfast. Once you even just start putting one scoop in, and you start realizing that you're doing it every day, and you get a 25-pound box, then it's on.
Wow, I love that. I love it. Now, what proactive measures are you kind of employing to ensure just consistent availability of your products?
I focus on the freshness.
Okay.
So prices will go up and down. At first I thought, they're only going up. No problem. But they're commodities. I mean, they're so commodified. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Anyone who orders a box of pistachios knows a box of pistachios. Getting the fresh pistachios is what kind of keeps people coming back. If they're a lover of that one thing, or if they're doing events, or they have a big family, or they're just making cookies for Christmas or the holidays or whatever, then you just know you got them when you get them the fresh product.
Now, are there any new products that maybe you guys are going to be offering to customers soon? Can we talk about anything, or is that kind of under wraps for now?
No, I'm working on mushrooms right now.
Okay.
I got inspired to do dried mushrooms because everyone was moving towards powders and tinctures.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha,
So it's the body doesn't take it as much as it does with what they call fruiting body, which is basically just like a dried fruit. Like you would have a dried apricot, it would be a dried lion's mane.
Gotcha.
And it's just like seeing those people that love mushrooms get so excited about it. It's a completely different conversation than when you go in and talk about nuts and dried fruit.
Yeah.
People that love mushrooms are like crazy mushroom people. You know, it's like, I've been telling my friends for years, they wouldn't listen to me. And now it's cool. You know, that kind of thing. Like, mushrooms talk to each other. Like, they pretend like it's like the CIA. Like, what are they talking about? Like, their roots talk to each other. So I just love, like, the vibe of running a mushroom business. For that, because it's so physically big, right? Like, the mushrooms, when you dry them, they take up so much space.
Yeah.
That a 5-pound box is as big as like a 25-pound box of pine nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
So the shipping is more, and the boxes are bigger, right? But it's just one of those things where like a bulk is a 5 and a 10-pound bag, a box, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And we just do one bag inside of a box, so there's no individual pounds, right? So everything is packed fresh, like in a bag and then put in a box. So the thing that always frustrated me was people that would sell 25 pounds in a box, and it would be 25 individually wrapped pounds.
Okay.
You know, so it's all that plastic.
Yeah, all that unnecessary plastic.
and then it's like the weight of the plastic. Then you're shipping like the weight of the plastic.
Yeah.
So that became another, like, mission business, you know? Like, I get questions about plastic all the time. I'm like, yeah, down with plastic.
So, Matthew, what is the best way for people to get their hands on some of these amazing products?
Well, they can feel free to ask me for any sample. I don't mind. You can also go to Wholesale Nuts and Dried Fruit.com. That's Wholesale Nuts and Dried Fruit.com.
Okay.
WholesaleMushrooms.com is kind of the new project. If you're a lover of lion's mane and chaga and maitake and shiitake mushrooms and all that, you know, that's where I'm getting started with that. And I just, you know, you can reach out to me. It's Baron at WholesaleNutsAndDriedFruit.com. Half of my business is people that are starting up their own businesses, you know, so they just like, you know, they call me in a haze, like, oh, I need 100 pounds of something, and like tomorrow. And I'm like, well, the day after that, too, you know. But most of it is just customers, you know, just people that are on Walmart.com or Amazon, people that find the website, people that are on eBay looking for deals.
Yes.
And eBay's been a great channel. It's crazy how many people are like looking for deals for food.
Really? That is awesome.
Yeah, and you can buy things in bulk on eBay, right? Like that's kind of where people's brains think to go. So that's been really interesting. But honestly, like my website gets most of my sales and most of my attention, and I just love writing about like the history of food and, you know, what people were eating 200 years ago. And I sell dried apples. So what's the history of apples or apple pie? So that's kind of what gets me up in the morning and excited about what I do.
Yes, and I love it. I mean, it's all about, like you said, it started from your health journey, and now it's absolutely something that is helping so many families around the world. So kudos to you and your team.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's a lot of people. It's 37 farmers to put it together.
Wow.
So without them, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even, I'm from Center City, Philadelphia. And we talked about working in advertising and making entertainment, and I don't know anything about farming. I sit on a tractor. I'm just like, take a picture of me. Like, I look cool on a tractor. I don't know anything about farming. I don't have a green thumb at all. I just know what raw, healthy ingredients are, and that's it.
Hey, and that's plenty. That is plenty.
Apparently, yeah.
Wow. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for coming through. We certainly appreciate you dropping these gemstones on us and opening people's minds to, just a healthier way of living. There's always choices, and you got to try to find those good choices for yourself. And I would love it if you would come back and share with us new announcements. I know stuff is going to be launching in the next couple of months and weeks and stuff. I would love it for you to come back and share with us, because we're all about it.
I would love to give you some samples and let you try yourself,
Yes,
we can
absolutely.
talk about the blueberries or the walnuts,
Yes. Next time you come, we will talk about my experience with the blueberries and the walnuts and all the good things. Oh my gosh, yes. So no, we're putting this into the universe, just like you said. We're gonna get to that full millionth listen all around the world. So I'm looking forward to it, Matthew. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ash.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face. You tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.